Well, for this episode, the suit is back, which can only mean one thing. It's Europa League Final time. Let's go and win one more trophy this season. Hello and welcome back to Unemployed to Legend Club 4, episode 9 with Liverpool. My name is Craig and currently on today's episode we have the Europa League Final against old rivals Monaco from our days at Lens. Like I said, like 1 or 2 episodes back, it feels like a redemption story going through this Europa League campaign. Since you were last with me, nothing's actually happened because, of course, we're only a few days removed from winning the Premier League against Leicester City. Finished top in the end by just 2 points. Very relieved we managed to get that win against Leicester, because Manchester United, I think Man U actually completely smashed Arsenal on the final day. Yeah, 3-0 at the Emirates, of course they did. It's only been 4 days since we actually played that game against Leicester, but thankfully it feels like the vast majority of our squad have actually recovered. In fact, what are Monaco's squad looking like? Did they even play a few days ago, or did they have a longer break? So they played Strasbourg just 4 days before. In fact, their season's not even done. They got Lens on the last day of the season. Oh, the irony. How are Lens doing in Ligue 1? Alright, they're 4th, but they're guaranteed Champions League football. That's fair enough. I mean, obviously, PSG are still running away with the league title. It's a good thing we probably came to England before we stayed another season in France. This is going to be the 11 that we're going to be sending out, hopefully, to completely demoralise Monaco. Dennis Simon is in goal. Back four: Silva, Borja, Becerra and Amaral, because Trent Alexander-Arnold is still injured, unfortunately, so we'll see him again next season. Stingel is at the base of the midfield with Lavia and Ferrer ahead of him. I got Lavia's name right. Charles de Catalare, CDK, is in attacking midfield with Charlie Ross and Tobar up front. Charlie Ross gets the nod ahead of Luis Carlos, because it feels like Luis Carlos is fantastic all round, but Charlie Ross is just that much better in Europe. I hope that continues today, because he's got 14 Europa League goals this season in 13 matches. And that's despite the fact he actually missed one of those when he was suspended. Yeah, he was suspended because he got himself sent off. I want you to pick up where you last left off, that's right. Carry on the form from the Leicester match. Let's go win ourselves our 3rd trophy of the season. We do the treble. I don't think I've ever done the treble in Football Manager before. I think if we do it here, that would be a first time that would ever happen. Double, I've done. Yeah, I've done the double, even if it is in like non-league or whatever. But the treble, I don't think I've ever actually done. And Ferrer has just got himself injured. Yes, by the way, Ferrer is starting this match, despite the fact he got himself sent off against Everton in the last episode. Nearly cost us the title. I thought he'd be a good pick for this match. At least one more big match for him before potentially selling him on. I mean, we'll see how that goes, as CDK has just robbed his opponent of the ball there. Charlie Ross, I don't know why CDK passed the ball there. He should have just gone forward and gone straight for the shots. But instead, Axel Ferrer is looking a bit injured, a potential groin injury. Do you know what? We're not going to risk that. He's just going to be hampering our efforts. So Samuel Ricky is going to come on in the central midfield role. And that might be the last time we see Axel Ferrer. I thought I'd start him in this match, at least to give him a goodbye if we do sell him in the summer. That's lasted about 15 minutes. Never mind. I was saying before the Leicester match, if he actually cost us the title, he was a dead man to me. He's not quite dead to me, but he is effectively on his way out regardless, I think. And Elcio Borja has just put us 1-0 up. From a corner. I don't even think this was a header actually. Let's have a look at this. It was a volley. It was a half volley, and I'm very happy to see that. It was a low cross, which I did put on as a team instruction. I didn't think that would apply to corners, but who cares? It's in the back of the net. I do not care as long as it goes in, as CDK going for a lunge there. What is he trying to do? Oh, what a great save by Dennis Simon. He's actually surprised me a lot this season. I don't know how you felt about him, but when he came in, I thought he'd be like a backup goalkeeper, but he's ended up playing over 40 matches and proving himself more than capable between the sticks, which I'm very, very happy about. 1-0 at half time. Well done controlling possession. That's what we want, if I can speak properly. Right, 45 minutes or less so now away from a potential treble, as Monaco do have a corner, but Dennis Simon comes and claims that with relative ease, and you can see their two strikers just hovering. They're just pressing very, very high, and Simon's just like, nope, everybody get further up. Oh, well done there by CDK. He's doing a lot of defensive work further up the pitch. Lavia into Stingel. Oh, please be careful, guys. Stingel's passing is not that good. Ricky. Oh, Ross with the shots, but it is just over, and quite a few of our players are tiring, as are several of their attacking players. But then, of course, both teams have only just played 4 days before, and oh my god, I think Simon did actually save that, unless it was blocked originally. Might have been Becerra who blocked that, or Borja. Didn't actually see who. And Ross is not tall enough, bless him. The poor guy's not tall. Oh, hello. Who won the ball there? Ross. He's not tall, but he's flipping good at winning the ball on the ground. And it's just a complete mishmash of what's going on there in midfield. Oh my god, that's a name. An old name from UTL, Unemployed to Legends past, has just come back to haunt me. Matteo Lovato. Yeah, he used to do that for me a lot, so I'm not completely surprised. He's very tall anyway, and I think that's a good time to actually change things up. Lavia is tired. Wharton is going to come on, and that box-to-box role. Who else are we looking at as well? CDK's having a good game. Tabar is not really doing that much. Louis Carlos instead is going to come on. Anson Louise is there just in case we need him. Charlie Ross not really doing the business. In fact, we're going to swap these two around. Apparently they're both good for those roles. Fair enough. Louis Carlos goes to the advanced forward. And I'm thinking Amaral is not having a good game whatsoever, so what we're going to do, Paul Williams is going to come on. That's 4 substitutions made. We've got 1 more for the last half an hour. Come on, boys, let's bring that trophy home before we head into the Champions League next season. Be a great statement to have the Europa League trophy, to show our credentials to be a top tier Champions League club once again. And Adam Wharton, he clearly wants it. He clearly wants that European trophy. He wants a little taster for eventual Champions League success. And he's just banged one in the back of the net. Not bad for a box-to-box midfielder. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've been very confused about what role to play him. Maybe he's useful as a box-to-box. As I would like to keep him around, but only if we have a role that would be suitable for him. And if he's capable of doing that box-to-box, absolutely fine. We are just going to drop back to a balanced mentality, and we are starting to really tire now. I tell you what, Kanate is going to come on for Stingel, and he's going to drop into that anchor role. Just sit in front of that back 4 and just try and mop up any balls that come anywhere near you. So we've got another highlight with just over 10 minutes to go. And in fact, do you know what? We'll see how the highlight plays out actually before I make any more changes, and they are just through here. Oh, just off the post. That's a warning shot across the bow. Konate just about mops up. I'll tell you what, we are just going to drop to a mid-block. No point going for a high press when we are completely shattered. And right now we're closing in. 90 minutes almost up. Some of the game management is going to go on now. If you've been around the channel enough times, you'll know exactly that's how we're going to do things. We're also going to go to a low block because... Hang on, can we go to a low block? I was going to say, yeah. No point triggering the press too much. We are completely shattered. Oh my god, why are you giving us a highlight with 10 seconds left? As long as it's up there, end of the pitch, I honestly do not care. Well done, Williams. Take the yellow card. I'll be very happy. Williams plays the ball in. Oh, Konate's just sealed it. Konate has just sealed a first ever treble in all the years I've been playing Football Manager, and that includes on and off years of playing this game. But a treble pleases me so greatly. What a season. What a first season in England. And now we've swept the treble. We have swept the Europa League all before us. Charlie Ross didn't need to score, thankfully, in the end. But now we take the Europa League trophy into the Champions League next season. We go in, I was about to say, as the second best team. Clearly, I think as one of the best teams in all of Europe. And there it is, a Europa League triumph. We have lifted the trophy in our one and only season in this competition. Solid stuff. I came into this season wanting to win more trophies because we hadn't won any in about 6 years. We've won 3 in one season. That is what you call a top team. Liverpool are back and they will be at the top table next season in the Champions League. It's even more satisfying the fact that we beat Monaco. They were one of the thorns in our side at Lens, and we've taken them and Lyon completely out. Very, very happy. We've lifted the Europa League. We celebrate a famous treble. I also looked before this match. It's the first time Liverpool have won this competition in 30 years. We're going back to the old UEFA Cup days. Ferreira's out for 4 to 6 days. Does not matter. We received 7.41 million for winning the Europa League. I mean, we're still heavily overdrawn, even after getting 38 million for winning the Premier League. 4.85 million. Ooh, wow, 8 million as well from receiving that, and we're still heavily in the red. Projections are not looking particularly good either. And we've also had the budgets as well, £72.1 million to spend. We've got about 300,000 on the wage budget as well, but there will be players going out as we try to clear some of the older guard and hopefully bring in a few younger quality players who will help us in our bid for Champions League success next season, because that is the last one to win now. The Champions League. League win, tick. Moving up to a top club, tick. Let's go and win the Champions League, the final hurdle in Unemployed to Legend. If you have enjoyed this episode, and how could you not, another trophy win, it's always fantastic to see. Make sure that you hit that like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss the upcoming transfers and our journey towards Champions League glory. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for your support on the series so far, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode.